Alright, you guys, so as you can see, I got everything all lined up, looking really nice and pretty. For the most part, like I said, you might see it lagging a little bit. That's just because of the computer. One thing I want you to learn is proxy media. Proxy media is going to help your workflow a lot. But the only thing is, you have to create proxy media. You don't create proxy media, this is the artifacts that you're going to end up, and these are the results that you're going to get. You're going to get artifacted files. Files that basically haven't been processed yet within Final Cut Pro. To create proxy media is simple. Every time you input your files, you get this. Files that need to be transcoded and converted into proxy media files. Basically, it's a smaller version of the original file, a little bit less resolution, so it's a lot easier for you to work with. Once you edit and you got all your cuts and your snippets already nice and well put together, then you can go to View, Optimize / Original Video, and then all your footages will come right back up. So don't panic. This is basically saying these are the original footages, and this is the proxy media. It's just a small backup version of it that lets your computer it makes it a lot easier on your computer for you to be able to handle. Um, that's something that you definitely want to take in consideration when using Final Cut Pro. It's I don't work without it. It's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to say that you get paid the big bucks. Not so much of that. It's because files are very much time consuming and it takes a lot of space. So now that I have these all lined up, you want to hit back. So then now we're back in the main pattern board. There's no exact terminology for it. In the main play board. Sounds better to me, doesn't it? Let me just make sure of one thing here. Everything is lined up to the beginning of that. Alright, perfect. So then I want to go back out to the main play board, and I want to drop this in. This is basically, it's everything from the other one.
Damn, son.
First thing you want to do is go to your storyboard, and you want to eliminate. You don't want to use anything but. Let's go back to the beginning of the playhead, and you want to just use. But before you just click on it and start doing snippets on the individual pieces, you want to make sure that what you're using is the audio of it first. So to do that, you want to go from the beginning of the playhead. If you're here, bring it back all the way to the beginning, and you want to hit Option, and then you see how you get a little select with a little hand. You want to click that, and then that is going to give you actually the audio from the track.
Define this.
I think I know what happened. I forgot to hit this. Alright, so let's go back to the beginning. Hit Control, and bam. So now it's only playing the audio track. As you can see how it's synced up from the original. You don't need both of them. I do that to kind of quality control. If anything, I just mute. I can just mute one. You can either take this one and mute it, bring it down, or I can just do one of the same, which is basically, let's say I take this and then I go from the beginning, and I can just put the video on this only. So that's just going to give you the video. So you see what I did? I had the wrong playhead selected. I had this one trying to replace the audio of this only. So I'll do it again. So this is the way it was before. So basically, I was taking the audio from this individual footage, what I needed to do was to take the audio from the actual soundtrack that we're using and then go back to video and then hit the same button, the option video, and now it's going to give me just the video linked with the audio track that we're using. So the only thing that changes is the audio because everything's already linked up and synced up. If that makes any sense.
Damn, son, where'd you find that?
So for reference, I'll just mute this bottom one since I already know the one in here, it's already nice and linked up. Or I'll just do the contrary. I can either do that, or I can even just, there's so many different ways to do it. I can detach the audio from the multicam clip altogether. Then I can mute this one, and I can turn the main audio. Because sometimes when you start to cut, you can't go backwards after you start to cut. You can, but it's a whole other topic altogether. So we'll start it from the beginning.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Feel my hunger, see my homie die, tryna feed his daughter. Sometimes I wish I was Stevie Wonder. I put a nigga under.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Feel my hunger, see my homie die, tryna feed his daughter.
So now, as you can see, I have a basic, real decent pattern. I can go through here, and I can see all the scenes that I already selected and put into time. So all I have to do is as simple as
Feel my hunger
and cut.
Feel my hunger, see my homie die,
Cut.
tryna feed his
Cut.
daughter. Sometimes I wish I was Stevie Wonder. I put a nigga under. I would never lie. In the pool of blood. Sometimes I wish they hated on my cup. Cause I'm poppin'. Hey. I'm poppin'. Yeah. Cause I'm poppin'. Hey. I'm poppin'. Yeah. Why my homie had to die? Lord, why they ain't try me and I'm the one that's alive? Took him from his family, we needed him alive. His enemy.
A little rough snippet there.
Feel my hunger, see my homie die, tryna feed his daughter. Sometimes I wish I was Stevie Wonder. I put a nigga under. I would never lie. In the pool of blood. Sometimes I wish they hated on my cause I'm poppin'. Hey. I'm poppin'. Yeah. Cause I'm poppin'. Hey. I'm poppin'. Yeah. Why my homie had to die? Lord, why they ain't try me and I'm the one that's alive? Took him from his family, we needed him alive. His enemies, my enemies, I swear
I'm just
they
gonna
won't
go through
survive.
real quick and slice some of these out with the keyboard commands. Now, mind you, we got 1 through 8 here. I'm gonna take this audio track just so it's not in my way. I'm gonna put this right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I know my key commands will be 1 through 5. 6 I'm gonna stay away from because that only leaves me with a blank space. I can give you an example of that now. 1 second and roll back. Boom. So now if I go through here, I already know that if I hit the number 1, I get this back of his head view, which is not very appealing. But I'm gonna go with 2. Let's go with 2. So now I have this scene. And if I hit 3, I get this one. Hit 4. Hit 5.
When they caught me by surprise.
Hit 3.
See them in the park and knock them out like Barry Bonds.
And etc. etc. Do you see what I'm doing with this now? 4, 3, 5, 4,
I'm a G, y'all niggas laundry, take them out and fold. Me and you a killer, but you snitches, fuck the logic told. Feel my hunger, feel my hunger. See my homie die, tryna feed his daughter. Sometimes I wish I was Stevie One. I put a nigga under, I would never lie in the pool of blood. Sometimes I wish they hated on my cause I'm poppin', I'm poppin'.
1, 5.
I'm poppin', I'm poppin'.
3, 5.
Cause I'm poppin', I'm poppin'.
1, 2.
I'm poppin',
1,
I'm poppin'.
5, 4. You get what I'm doing right here? This is easy. I know it seems a little difficult, but
I'm poppin', I'm poppin'.
let's play it back so you guys can get a kind of an idea.
Cause I'm poppin', I'm poppin'. I'm poppin', I'm poppin'. Why my homie had to die? Lord, why they ain't try me and I'm the one that's all your life? Took him from his family, we needed him alive. His enemies, my enemies, I swear they won't survive.
It's a little bit spotty. Like I said, it needs to be transcoded. I'm going to show you the difference. Anything in the red is because it needs proxy media. But I'm going to help this out a little bit. And really what I'm missing is this one. So I'm going to see if I can pull this up and reveal browser. And yeah. So let me see. I think it's 25 that I'm missing. 25. So let's pretend, and then I can right click, transcode this one, just to kind of like fix everything up real quick. See how long that's gonna take. Because it's not all of them. You know, it's not all of them that's messed up. Right now, out of the 5 that I'm using, it's only it's 137. So 37. That's this one that's messed up. I can take this, right click, transcode media, hit OK. So then I'm transcoding 25 and 27. That one should be done pretty soon. Oh, what I really want is 27 anyway, so I'll do that later. No, we'll just let that go. I'll fast forward it from now just so you can kind of have an idea how it plays out. Point in case was actually, I'll just play it out so you can kind of see point in case. Point in case was just the smoothness of your workflow. I don't know if you can tell right now that it has a lot less lag. Minus that it has a missing file, which we already know that because it's trying to transcode right now, but it paused because it was playing. But can you tell the playback difference?
Different from my eyes when they caught me by surprise.
I think you can kind of get a perspective of how clean it looks on that motion. Another thing is really simple things. It's all a matter of character, I guess. I like to use. I'm a really big fan of like cropping on letterbox. So let me see. Let's see, box. Type in the word box in Final Cut Pro, and you're gonna be able to get the letterbox. One of these things that I suggest you find. It's one of these blank long titles. I'm gonna see if I can get a description to another channel that has these. They're very, very useful. It's like a text pattern, but it's not really text. It's just like it's almost like a LUT, like a blank LUT. I really don't know the exact terminology of it, but it's like a blank LUT. It lets you be able to add things to this one section, and you can kind of like lay it down on the whole video itself. Like for instance, I can add these these crop lines to this one LUT, and it's going to transform that to the whole video. Same thing with color. If I, let's say, if I take this and I hit show color board, if I do anything to the color itself here, it will change it onto the color itself. It would actually stain the color board, and it will add it will add a color filter to the video itself. I don't want that right now, not in this very instance. I usually like to color grade my stuff with a little bit more professional pieces of software. I'm a big fan of Magic Bullet Suites. Get yourself a copy of Magic Bullet Suites. Very, very happy with it. This is almost done. So let's see. Yep, so see how this image already showing up? That means everything is already downloaded for this particular pattern.
I'm poppin', While my homie had to die. Lord, why they ain't try me and I'm the one that's all your life. Took him from his family, we needed him alive. His enemies, my enemies, I swear they won't survive. Creeping on them niggas with my mask look. Different from my eyes when they caught me by surprise. Seen them in the park and knocked them out like Barry Bonds. I said too much, so I won't speak no more. Since a juvenile, I was taught to respect the code. How much of y'all niggas laundry take them out and fold? Mean you a killer, but you snitches, fuck the lies you told. Feel my hunger.
As you can see there, it looks a little bit grainy. Don't pay no mind to that, because that is, like I said, if you look at it really close, it looks really fuzzy, real blurry. And the only reason why it does like that is because, like I said, we are in proximity. And proximity, what it does is creates a smaller version of the actual file, and it makes it a little bit more less sharp and a little bit more pixelated. But it's a lot softer on the machine itself that you're trying to use, so you can work with it a lot smoother. As you can see, everything is actually coding a lot faster, and that's in real. This is in real time.
I'm poppin', yeah, 'cause I'm poppin'.
And you know, you can do set a little bit more exposure if you want. Bring down just a smidge of the darks, and it tones a little bit more. Bring it up a smidge here. Go to the color board. I don't know if I really want to mess with this right now. Maybe a little bit later. I'll see if I can play with a little bit of more color. But right now, no, I'm just gonna leave it like that.
I said too much, so I won't speak no more. Since a juvenile, I was taught to respect the code.
As you can see, this is something workable. I know in the beginning it didn't look like much.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
It didn't really look like much in the beginning, but now you can kind of really see the transition of where I was trying to take it. Then if you really want to get really excited and really crazy, if you really want to go crazy, just have a little bit of transitions and...
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Feel my hunger, see my homie die, tryna feed his daughter. Sometimes I wish I was Stevie One. I put a nigga under, I would never lie in the pool of blood. Sometimes I wish they hated on my cause I'm poppin', hey, I'm poppin', Yeah, cause I'm poppin', yeah. I'm poppin'. I'm poppin', yeah. Why my homie had to die? Lord, why they ain't try me and I'm the one that's all your life? Took him from his family, we needed him alive. His enemies took him from his family, we needed him alive. His enemies, my enemies, I swear they won't survive. Creeping on them niggas with my mask look. Different from my eyes when they caught me by surprise. See them in the park and knocked them out like Barry Bonds. Since a juvenile, I was taught to respect the code.
And that's it. That's it, you guys. Please like and subscribe. If you like if you like this video, please leave a like and comment down below. This is really one of my first videos on how to make a music video in Final Cut Pro X. If you guys learned something on this, then definitely good or bad feedback. Haters are gonna hate, niggas are gonna love. You know what I'm saying? So definitely leave your comment down below and tell me what you like. And so you know that this is not my first music video. Obviously, I've done several music videos. This is really just a crash course. I'll leave a link down below once of Ali Hub in this new video once this drops. This was just a really rough example of making a music video. Mind you, these scenes are the first time that I've seen the scenes. We sat here and we looked at them together, and I broke it down to you in a way, hopefully, that it was understandable, that I didn't fly too much off topic, and really get a really good grasp of how to make a music video in a very short period of time, and it's beneficial to you guys. Like I said, if you guys really got something good out of it, then I'll keep making these videos. If nobody really cares, and if I just help one person out there and making their projects a lot better, then hey, it was worth it for me. Like and subscribe, comment down below, and see you soon. Thanks. Goodbye.